The Warriors' approach to this season's trade deadline might resemble the path they took 2 years ago, writes Anthony Slater of The Athletic. Back in 2021, Kelly Oubre was considered a potential trade chip as Golden State hovered around .500, but the team hung on to Oubre and only made 2 small salary dump deals involving Marquise Chris and Brad Wanamaker. According to Slater, this season's Warriors are a better bet to make moves on the fringe like those ones than to do anything drastic. That's why former lottery picks James Wiseman, Moses Moody, and Jonathan Kuminga are likely to remain in Golden State through the deadline instead of being moved, Slater adds. Those youngsters could be traded in the right deal, but the Warriors won't want to sell low on Wiseman and Moody, and they view Kuminga as a legitimate playoff rotation piece. If the Warriors make a small move to dump a contract and open up another roster spot, JaMychal Green would be the most obvious trade candidate, Slater observes. The team already has one spot open on its 15-man roster, but the expectation is that two-way player Anthony Lamb will eventually be promoted to fill that spot. Opening up a second roster slot would position the Warriors to be players on the buyout market. Unlike last year, they could have both a roster and rotation spot to offer veteran free agents this time around, Slater writes. Here's more on the Warriors. Theoretically, big men like Jakob Poeltl or Kelly Olynyk would appeal to the Warriors, but the price will likely be too high for a Golden State team that already has Draymond Green and Kevon Looney in its frontcourt and only really needs an insurance policy, Slater writes. Sources tell The Athletic that the Dubs would be more interested in a versatile multi-positional wing, to play a role similar to the one Otto Porter Jr. did last season. But first, if you are new to the Warriors news channel, take advantage and subscribe so you don't miss the latest news that happens in the world of basketball. We are always bringing you firsthand here. Enjoy and like this video, so that YouTube continues to bring you the latest Warriors news in the world of basketball. Slater names Jalen McDaniels, Darius Bazley, Rui Hachimura, and Obi Toppin as some possible targets the Warriors could kick the tires on, but acknowledges that rival suitors would probably be in position to outbid Golden State on those sorts of players. While Stephen Curry has been cleared to play in both parts of back-to-back sets going forward, Klay Thompson is still awaiting that same clearance, says Dalton Johnson of NBC Sports Bay Area. Thompson sat out on Monday after scoring a team-high 26 points on Sunday, but the expectation is that he'll be able to play in back-to-backs at some point this season. Assuming he misses either Friday's game after playing tonight, Thompson's next opportunity to play in both ends of a back-to-back would be on February 1st and 2. In a conversation with David Aldridge of The Athletic, Draymond Green says he believes he'll eventually make the Basketball Hall of Fame. You won't go and look at my stats and say, this guy's a surefire Hall of Famer, Green said. But if you know the game of basketball, and you look at the game of basketball, then I think I have a case.